go to my good friend spark-prs.appspot.com, which is some really high quality Python code, which will one day have to be updated to Python 3. Which is very fitting for the theme of this conference. I think realistically, actually, this will just get stuck behind an increasingly restrictive web proxy, and then we'll just never update any of the security settings on it. Go team. Anyways, so this gives us a view of the pull requests coming into Spark. I've sorted it by who's commented on these pull requests, because I'm looking for things where people aren't involved. But we could also go ahead and say, hey, what's up? I'm interested in seeing pull requests that are relatively up to date. And then we could see someone's just proposed a 1,400 line change to do adaptive execution in Spark SQL. We're probably not going to get through that one in 10 minutes, but it sounds really exciting. Although, okay, this one here, new, no commenters, and convert file path to URI and binary file data source. I mean, and issue type bug. This doesn't look so bad. Maybe let's pick this one. I actually did pre-look at some other pull requests, so if I have nothing to say about this one, I got some other ones and I can pretend, except for the fact I told you my plan. But yeah, okay. So let's take a look at this. Okay. So here's our proposal. Okay, and it was tested with unit tests. That's nice. Oh, someone did leave a comment on it 7 minutes ago, but I mean it's okay. So yeah, this magic pile of Python code predates GitHub having a push API and instead does polling. So it is sometimes slightly out of date, but it's still good. It gives us a nice thing. Okay. Oh, and ignore that thing about my job that I'm ignoring. Okay. So okay, we changed the type that we've asked them for here. Wait, what? Did we just change the? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. File scan RDD. Okay, so this is still a string. We're not actually taking a Java URI object. We're converting it inside of here. That looks like a thing. It's not necessarily bad. Okay, sure. Support characters and file name that require URL encoding. Okay, this tells us why they were actually doing this. So that's cool. And oh, now we can load files with spaces. Very exciting, and frequently does not work in Spark because software is hard. Okay, so let's take a look at this unit test. So they're going to make a file. They're going to write 1, 2, 3 into it. Very exciting. And then we're going to read it. We don't close the file. I wonder if there's a race condition here. Let me go look up. Java file, right? Do I have to close this? Where's the Oracle ones? I don't want to depend on Stack Overflow. Okay, let's Java 7. That's the best Java. Okay. Yeah. Okay, and this returns a path. Do I have to white space to a file? Well, okay, let me zoom in because I can't even read that. Let's see here. Okay. So we create a. It does?
Third line, third line.
Nice. Okay, cool. So that's great. So that's fine. Okay, that's good. So that's cool. Now we're going to go ahead and do Spark read format binary file load dir.getPath. Okay, and so our dir is from with temp dir, and that's a collect. Yeah, okay, so that looks fine. Actually, this looks like it's a pretty fine pull request. What?
There's no sessions?
Yeah, so I guess the assertion, thank you. We could assert that we actually get these bytes back as a totally, that would be a good thing that we could do to improve this. I mean, I think, let's, yeah, maybe it would be good to assert that we get the bytes back, just in case. Let's see here. Yeah, just in case it's skipping files with space or something. Also, wait, this isn't actually gonna, oh, is this gonna do? No, this isn't actually gonna test what, how? I don't think this is gonna test it at all. Okay, cool. Yay, okay, I'm excited, sorry, I'm happy. Okay, cool. So the thing that we're testing is nominally that the dir get path is fine, but we only have a space in the file name, right? So let's go take a look at the interface that we changed. Which one did we change here? What's this? Case class partition file. Okay, yeah. So here's what I would do here. Is it okay that we only have the space in the file name, or do we need it in the path we're providing to trigger Spark 2860? And so that's just like, I mean, I'm not sure, and I could spend like a lot of time tracing that code to figure it out, but I don't really want to. So I'm just gonna ask a question, and then they can clarify that like, yeah, no, it's fine. Or they'll be like, oh yeah, oops, I'll add a space to with tempter, which would actually be really annoying. We'll have to refactor a utils function here to allow us to specify tempters to have spaces inside of it. But okay, yeah, cool. Does anyone else have anything else they want to suggest?
This is touching something. Well, it's not only touching the binary file format. It's touching the partition file. But yeah, I don't think the behavior is.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Oh, sure. Okay, so yeah, sorry. The point is that this is touching more than just the binary file format. Maybe this test belongs somewhere else, I think, would be how I would phrase it. Yeah, change seems to impact not just the binary file format. Maybe this belongs in one of our root data source tests. What do you think? As you can see, very weaselly. Which is just like, I don't know, I could be wrong, but okay. Anyone else want to know? Ah, okay. Oh, damn it. This is the downside of picking the freshest PRs. Well, let's hit refresh and see what happens. So the comment was that they've already made a commit. What did they change? Oh, they added an assertion. Damn it. So close, so close. Okay, so this maybe illustrates that, yeah, maybe we should wait for a pull request, which is like an hour old, so they're not actively pushing changes to it right now. But we can leave this part here. That comment's still reasonable. And the comment about like where the test should live is also probably still reasonable. Oh, actually, but the assertion, well, let's see here. Well, yeah. I mean, we could maybe make this better because we call first, and we could instead assert that we're getting one entry back first. And it would be a little bit clearer if it fails, but like that would be kind of pedantic. So whatever.
The URI constructor also throw exceptions if it's malformed or something?
Oh, probably. Yeah, we could test the URI constructor if exceptions are bubbling up. But I think it's
There's a new exception to maybe documents.
yeah. Let's go take a look at what it says it's going to do when it fails here. That's a good point. Yeah. Okay. Maybe a comment here that we were past invalid URI optional. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say, and that's just, that's the like, hey, since like, for me, when I leave that, it's trying to say like, this is like a small change that we could make, and if we didn't have any other changes to make, whatever, we'd just merge it. But since we probably should consider some of the other things here as well, maybe you could make this change if you felt like it. Which is, you know, once again, very, very waffly, but for a pull request that's happening, review that's happening in like under 10 minutes, I want to be as waffly as I can. Or if I was working on a new project, I would also want to be pretty waffly. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this review. Thanks for that's whatever. Thanks for this proposal. Good to support spaces. Do we want to maybe support UTF-8 and or have tests for supporting fancy things? Like, let me go get a snowman. Snowman emoji. If you don't have fun doing your job, why bother showing up? Okay. Okay. Well, at least people found the snowman entertaining. Okay, and yeah, okay, sounds good. And we can see actually it left our outdated pull request comment already. That's weird. We can pretend that we were indirectly sent vibes through the universe to cause them to add an assertion. So that's good. Cool. I think I'm near time, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I would be remiss if I did not try and get you to buy more things that you don't need, because I am currently living in America. All right, so YouTube channel, remember to like and subscribe, something. All right, here's a bunch of blog posts about good things that you can do while you're doing pull request reviews. Most of them are focused on how to do good pull request reviews inside of your company. And so occasionally they suggest things like walking over and talking to someone, and that might be challenging to do depending on your travel budget and or the comfortability of other people of doing pull request reviews in an airport lounge. I would be remiss if I did not try and get you to buy my book again. Please buy this. It is unrelated, but that should not stop you. And if you're interested in learning more about how to teach children distributed computing, you should go to distributedcomputingforkids.com. This is actually not a joke, unlike everything else. And you can send us the mailing list, give me your email address, and I will not spam you because you all are in Europe. And you have laws. Okay. So I think it's time for like food and drinking, or do we have time for a question?
Questions we can have because
Okay.
Okay, because before the question, there is a very important announcement. It's like we have 3 buses who are coming, going from the garden level to the Ushi Museum to have a dinner, which is very important, right? So remember that it is at 6:45, at 7, and at 7:15, and after it's your problem. So I think for now we can take questions. If you have
So
some.
she's local, so she calls it the Ushi Museum. For the international people, it's called the Olympic Museum. And if you don't go there, shame on you. No. I just want to see by the like raise of your hand to count how many people are going to this dinner. This is perfect. And how many of you actually registered for this dinner? So we are going to have problems with the food. You're all welcome, so you can go there. But yeah, we ordered probably a little bit less than as many people as. So anyway, the first bus is going in 15 minutes. So if you want to have some questions, you have time. Okay?
So who has a question? Just raise your hand, and I run to you. Or humans.
One goes there, one.
Did you need to register as a contributor or somehow get in the community, or you just start doing that from GitHub?
Yeah, that's a great question. So Spark just does GitHub pull request reviews, so you can just do it on GitHub. There are some projects where they use separate review tools and you have to register to use them. I think Go is the one which comes to mind. It doesn't hurt to email the dev list and say hi, what's up, first, just so that people know you're around. But you certainly don't have to.
You said you discourage reviewing as a way to learn a language. What do you think about contributing as a way to learn a language?
I think it's okay. I've certainly learned many programming languages while contributing code. If you want to see really bad Scala code, you can go look at my early Spark Scala code. And if you want to see moderately bad Scala code, you can look at my current Spark Scala code. I think contributing is a great way to learn a new language. Doing is probably a very good way to learn a language. I think reviewing is harder to learn a new language, though. But I mean, everyone's learning habits are different.
After how many comments during one code review, you decide that it's all a mess and it should be all rewritten, and what do you do then?
That's a really lovely question, because that does happen from time to time. Sometimes you'll be like, well, we should rewrite this, and we should rewrite this, and maybe it would just be faster if I did this. And I encourage you not to give in to that habit. It indeed might be faster to just rewrite it all yourself. And if you need to get a release out, or it's a security issue, or something that's very, very important, okay, use your judgment. But I think the act of working with someone else, you can treat it in a way like working with an intern. If you just rewrite all of the code that an intern gives you, you're not going to learn how to teach people, and also the intern is not going to learn how to do this task. Not that random strangers on the internet are interns, but I find having that mindset helps me. We're both there to learn from each other. But at some point, yeah, you just go thank you for finding this issue and providing a proof of concept. How do you feel if maybe we take it from here? And those are the situations where it's we really need this in this release, or I really need this for what I'm doing, and I can't wait for the other person. But I try and not do it.
In starting to review code in other code bases where you're not let's say, an official maintainer, or composer, and maintainer team that did not take it well, that someone external would start reviewing code?
That's a really great question. So I personally have not dealt with that. I've definitely done reviews in Apache Airflow and rendered projects where it's just I had submitted one pull request and it was fixing docs.md. And people were like, hey, what's up? Welcome. Part of that is trying to pick places that are friendly and welcoming to newcomers. And if you find pushback from trying to help people with reviews, it's not worth it. Just, there are many open source projects on GitHub. Go and pick something else.
Don't you think there should be some kind?
Oh, cool. Okay.
Don't you think there should be some kind of mentoring? Well, at least some kind of different people that you should be as a reviewer related to in order to, I mean, most of the projects where I started reviewing code, at one point or another, well, the issue is stuck.
Yeah.
And as a reviewer, it's frustrating as well, because you think it's good, but you don't have the power to do anything else. So most of the time, I try to find like the most usual people that in this part of code is like knowledgeable enough to merge requests, but I've never seen an open source project where these kind of responsibilities were precisely seen for core committers.
I agree. So in the Apache Software Foundation, there's a guide on mentoring, and the guide is to do. Maybe someday someone will write it. But I think one of the benefits that you can provide as someone who's reviewing code and doing a first pass is, to a degree, you can lend your credibility to this other person. If you really think it's good, then you go and you find the people who commit things, and you can do this with git blame, git log, and looking on GitHub to see who is committing with who, and you ping them and you try and help get this unstuck. And that is a lot of work, unfortunately. For one of the things that in the Spark project, and it's certainly not perfect, Spark has a lot of opportunities for improvement in our community management. Thank you, yes. But one of the things that I find useful is that we can see here, there's these little tiny pictures of the people who have reviewed PRs, and not all of those people are committers, but as myself as a committer, there are people who I trust, and when I see them as a commenter with the little green blocks around their name, which means they said, yeah, I go and I click on it, because I know that it's not going to be as much work for me to commit their code, right? Like, it's going to be fine. Like, I'll do a second pass, of course, because one day I want to be able to nominate this other person to also become a committer. So I can't just say, yeah, I just commit everything they send me, but it's informal structure, I would say, in the Spark project. And I think in many other projects, those informal structures exist, but certainly making those structures formal could be greatly beneficial, but I don't know anyone who's bothered, because people are a lot harder than software. Yeah. Okay, cool.
So no other question, right?
Yeah, no, it's time to go get food.
Yeah, so in 10 minutes, the first bus is coming. So, yeah.
Thank you.